Okay, hi everybody. Today's Memorial Day and I am using my new video camera, giving it a test run before our cruise. We are leaving on June 25th to go on a cruise to Alaska, and our first stop is going to be Juneau, where we are scheduled to take a tram ride up a mountain, I guess, and then on the next one is the Hubbard Glacier, where we go to look at a glacier. We're going to stay on the ship for that one, though. I think we can see it pretty well from the ship. Then we go to Sitka, Alaska, where we are going to go on an excursion and tour historic Sitka. Then we're going to Ketchikan, where we're going to the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show and Crab Fest. So that's going to be an awful lot of fun. And then we go to Victoria, British Columbia, where we are going to tour the Bouchard Gardens in their evening tour. And that'll be an awful lot of fun. Then we we dock in Seattle, and we're done with the cruise. But we're going to drive across. We're going to take the ferry back to British Columbia and spend about 3 days in Victoria and just mess around there and have a lot of fun. Today we went to Stacy's house and had a real nice barbecue, tri-tip and potato salad and macaroni salad and fruit salad. We brought the fruit salad. I made a couple of videos that somehow I cannot get them loaded onto Facebook or YouTube. Well, I haven't tried YouTube, but on Facebook. Basically, I went and saw my mom for Mother's Day, and I surprised her with some meals, some home-cooked frozen meals, and what else did I brought her? Something else besides me. I forget what else I brought her, but anyway, it was a surprise visit, and she was very pleased, and she cried when I got there, and she cried when I left, and she cried when I called her, but after I left, and but it was a real nice visit. I think she was very pleased. I know she was very pleased. But I made a video about that, and that didn't make it on to Facebook. I don't know why. And we're planning this cruise, which is the next big adventure. Last week we had my son-in-law, my wonderful son-in-law Randy, who is so handy Randy, put a gazebo up in our backyard, and I'll post a picture of that. He also installed a ceiling fan and in our living room. And while I was in California visiting my mom, I picked up a quilt that my mother and my grandmother worked several years on this quilt, and it is just gorgeous. It has material from the clothes that my mom made for me and her. As I was growing up, I didn't have anything store-bought. Everything was handmade, and I didn't appreciate it at the time, because I was just a kid, but we brought that back with me and hung that up in the living room, and I'll post a picture of that as well. As far as my weight, I dropped the 17 pounds, and then I gained a couple pounds back, and then I lost, and I was hanging around that 17-pound mark, and I'm pretty much stuck there. I got a call from the bariatric group in Portland, and my next appointment is July 13th with the nutritionist and the social worker, and I'm to bring my logs. I log everything I eat, and when I exercise, I keep it, track of it in an app called MyFitnessPal. So I'm going to print those out and bring them up there and go from there. So that is July 13th. So that is all I have to say. I hope everybody had a good day today with family. And over and out. Okay? Bye.
You done?
Yeah.